Hi, this is Perry Mink. It's Wednesday, August 26th, 2020 at about 7:15 in the evening. It's almost 7:15. And I'm just livid. Okay, and how many times does a litigant have to come forward to receive rightful justice? Some of you may have been watching or keeping up with my updates on Facebook. And one time I posted about this very sick joking that discriminatory, derogatory racist, sexist, all these other things, joking that would go on during the, long time ago. Excuse me. I'm so upset. It's upsetting my throat. And I said on the Facebook post, how many polls does it take to change a light bulb? And that was something that my senior client, the retired state investigator, was helping me to understand that when he was growing up, in public, the tension between the different ethnicities was just out in public, and statements were even being made in the newspaper, like polls not need apply, and WAPs and all this other stuff. I can't remember all the terms because I didn't grow up during that era. I remember ones related to the Vietnam War, like chink and Jap and all this other stuff. They didn't know what they were talking about. And so then you say, well, how many government officials does it take to hear a case? Well, when it says corrupt as the court system is here, it never gets heard because they created an environment where you don't get justice. There's no justice served because they're utilizing their government job for themselves. They've created traps in the community with their friends and family and recruited people to then perpetrate that on the people in the community. Now, when you get to the top levels, such as Nancy Pelosi, and I mentioned in one of my live Facebook videos, Panetta, and then you start coming to the top people in the judicial system, or even the governor, like Governor Jerry Brown, and then you start talking about somebody in the legal system like Kamala Harris. I always say Kamala Harris, but it's Kamala Harris. These people have joined together in this corrupt setting to make it even more corrupt, more terrorist. I proved with evidence that it stems from the Catholic Church, and that's illegal. And we in the community, the people, the general public, because there's people that come here from other countries, have rights. What's so disturbing is that they are using this very sexually deviant method of getting rid of witnesses because they want that money so badly they're willing to kill for it. And how do they do that? There's all different types of methods that they're using. And the one that they're using on me is this slow, methodical death sentence that even Nancy Pelosi has, just set out in the open, trying to make that the norm for the people in society. That is illegal. That is a corrupt woman in the government that is using her power and taxpayers' money to perpetrate heinous crimes and terrorist attacks on the general population, and they need to be stopped. So she's teaching that at her level, to do that, to behave that way in public. That's illegal. So how many times does a litigant have to demand justice? How many times? This isn't red tape. This isn't bureaucracy. This isn't because they don't have the funds. This isn't because they're low-staffed. This isn't because of, they don't have the time. None of that is what this is about. This is a corrupt, dangerous, terrorist regime that's running the government. So I'm livid because no matter what day it is, they are still attacking me. You don't wait for them to give an answer and then they leave. They are supposed to be removed. That's why the laws are written out. So why did Obama claim that he was for women's rights? Because he was putting on a facade. As I said, facade is the word that I was using before. The legal system was using twist, and Trump is using fake. I was using the word facade with a capital F, and I was also using the word kosher before. And for people who know, that means that it's clean. If it's not kosher, then it's not clean. There's something wrong. So that's why I'm so livid, because the system is way beyond broken. It's not our system. It's run under the Catholic system, where they create this sexually deviant environment, and it breaks down the function of that system, and then they become violent, they become more greedy, they become more diabolical, more clandestine, more vicious, more violent, and then they use this on unsuspecting people in the community, and then they start stealing from those people, and then they have no rights, because once you seek justice, which means that you're going to call, right, you're going to write, you're going to submit, you're going to, request, that's your right. And some of you may have seen, I just posted what Tim Grayson said. Hold on just a minute. Alright, so this is a newspaper that comes out in Concord, Clayton, here, locally, the Pioneer. And it seems to be run by Catholics. Again, it's a story about the Catholic Church being able to have services. And so they're talking about St. Agnes Catholic Church in Concord. Okay, so then I posted about Tim Grayson, and he's saying, calling for changes at State Employment Department. Well, the article says nothing about, and he mentions about Gavin Newsom, Governor Gavin Newsom, has taken action to increase EDD staff and lengthen operational hours. It is not enough. I mean, and he's talking about Californians are still awaiting the benefits that they applied for months ago. And this is something about, then he goes into saying, while I'm proud of the efforts my staff and I have made to help every person who has called us, roadblocks and deficiencies at the EDD have kept too many from receiving the benefits to which they are entitled. Okay, so they're speaking specifically about hundreds of calls from constituents requesting assistance with Employment Development Department. So they still aren't talking about the actual facts. They don't need more money to talk about what the problem is. He even goes in to say about having accurate, up-to-date data will help us diagnose and solve problems within the department. This is absurd. You know, claims processed in a timely manner. You know, this is absurd. They're not even talking about what the problem is, and I proved it. It's corruption, okay? Nothing in there says that the system is corrupt. The people are gossiping, slandering, they're picking and choosing, they're provoking people, they're using, you know, antagonistic methods. Nothing in there. It's all about, you know, the things that they keep repeating and make no sense. Okay? That's why they keep trying to stop me from speaking publicly, because I'm talking from the truth, what actually happened. They're gossiping, lying, cheating, stealing, money laundering. They're defrauding taxpayers. They're doing this all day long. And then our representative offices are going along with it. As far as I'm concerned, Tim Grayson is in on it, and he needs to step down. You know, I've done the job of like 200 government officials, and so they keep trying to stop me. So this is why I'm going to keep speaking up. Because his kind of writing is not helping us. And that's the norm, okay? And it's wasting everybody's time. I'm speaking specifically what the actual issue is. What they're doing is they're using diabolical terrorist tactics like bioterrorism, damaging your property, lying about you behind your back, recruiting people to terrorize you, influencing other government officials to go along with it, getting people in the community to attack you too, taking over the bus system, the library at the university. This is how they're spending their time. So again, do not stop demanding. That's the first thing. They want to suppress the general population from us having a legal system, a governmental system that works. It's not the top 1% wealthy like Bernie Sanders says. It's not, then he changed it to top 3% wealthy. That's not who it is. We've heard of the term that the middle class is shrinking. The middle class is shrinking because they're being terrorized. It's not shrinking because it's just shrinking. It's because they're being terrorized and they're stealing from them and putting them out in the street or killing them at the doctor's office or putting them through some other diabolical terrorist operation, tactic, attack. Alright, so when he did come in here with me, I was worried about him, and I was just going to do this video all by myself. I'm waiting for a response from Tony LaRussa's Animal Rescue Foundation, the Emergency Medical Fund, because I don't know what is wrong with him. I think maybe now, I thought about it yesterday, and I'm thinking maybe that he's still having an effect from the bioterrorist attacks that they perpetrated on him. They poisoned him with rat poison or something, some kind of poison from, some substance that I don't know how to deal with it. And, they control these organizations. They're so corrupt that they'll take over an organization like the Animal Rescue Foundation. So hopefully I'll check my mail this evening, and hopefully there's an email in there, and I could take him in to make sure that he's going to be okay. Alright, thank you for watching, and this is about a 15-minute video, and it is about 7:28 in the evening, Wednesday, August 26, 2020. All right, thank you. Signing off for now.